Hi everyone, this is Nikita and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to specifically talk about the TDS Liabilities report that is available in Zoho Books. A lot of times, while we are reviewing as CAs, we realize that some of the bills for TDS have been missed out because probably the client added that particular bill in the books on a later date. They added the bill past the due date. And this leads to a lot of reconciliations at the month end, quarter end, year end. So, how do you use the TDS liability report or the TDS liabilities and the TDS Challan modules in Zoho Books to ensure that you catch these bills as soon as possible and these reconciliations become easy? Let's go dive in and find out. If you're watching, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let's start. Okay, so let's begin. Once you've logged into your Zoho Books, you go to the settings icon here, and under settings you'll see an option called direct taxes. Click on that. Under direct taxes you'll see this option, enable TDS liabilities report. Please note that once you've enabled it, you cannot disable it. If you see, I have just enabled this. I can select the start period. So for me, the start period could be this financial year. I can say that the start period is April. You can select the account to track penalties and interest. So your penalty account and interest account could be a ledger of the P&L where you want these amounts to be captured. So if it is interest, it could be an interest and late fee on TDS. Penalty again could go to interest and late fee on TDS in your chart of accounts. So you can go and create a new account and then associate it here in the settings. And then you have to say save. Alright, because I had already selected January, it is not allowing me to change it. Please ensure that you select your start period carefully on the basis of when do you actually want to start capturing this information from. Alright, so now if I go to the filings and compliances section on the left hand side of the pane, you will be able to see an option TDS liabilities and TDS challans. If you click on TDS liability, you can select the period. Now I'm going to say this year. If you see, there is one liability appearing in May 2026. Now what I have to do is I have to create a TDS challan, okay, for that payment. Okay, so let's say I have actually paid this 2500. Okay, I've actually not paid 2500, but let's say I have paid 3000 rupees via challan number, okay, and DSR code. And let's say the payment date was 7th June. Challan date is also 7th June. Alright. It was paid through my ICICI bank. Now I have paid 3000, and if you see, the open bill is of 2500. I can select all the open bills. I can specify the amount here and I can say save. Your income tax TDS payment has been recorded. So if you see the liability here, the balance here is appearing 0 now. Whatever has been paid here. Alright, whereas let's see what happens if I click on the challan. When I click on the challan, I see an unused amount of 500 rupees. Now this will help you at the year ends when you're doing reconciliations. You would easily get to know which are the liabilities which are unpaid. Why? Because you've associated your bills. If you click on May, you will be able to see the payment status as paid. So wherever the payment status is not paid, in that case, so let's say we create another bill. All right, let's just clone this bill maybe. Okay, and let's call it test. Okay, now if you go to filing and compliance and TDS liabilities, in the month of June, you can see that there's a total amount of 2500, paid is 0 and balance is 2500. If you click on that, you'll be able to see the payment status as unpaid. So by associating these challans in the books itself, it becomes very clear the bills for which the payments have not been made and the bills for which the payment has been made. And because you are making the monthly payment with probably an Excel sheet, or probably you're just running the TDS liability report of Zoho and making the payment on the income tax portal, it's very easy. Once you've associated it, if you add something later, if your team is adding something later, it becomes very easy to track because all these will appear as status unpaid and there will be some balance appearing in that month. So you don't have to sit and reconcile one by one. The reconciliation should happen on its own. So please try this out. It's available in all the versions of the software, so you must use it. It is an amazing feature and it's going to save hours and hours of reconciliation time that we are wasting. Let me know in the comment section below if you face any issue with this, or if there's any such topic that you want me to make a video on which is useful for everybody. My name is Nikita and I will see you in the next video.